George Crumb loved to cook. He fricasseed and flambéed, broiled and braised, poached and pureed. He made sorbets and soufflés, stews and succotashes, ragouts and goulashes. With a swish of his apron and a tap to his chef's hat, George got to work. He cut the potatoes into wedges, boiled them, fried them in dollops of lard, and sprinkled them with salt. Then Gladys set the potatoes down in front of Filbert Punctilious Horsefeathers. "Too thick and bland as burlap," he said, rolling his eyes and pushing his plate away. "Well, flying flapjacks," said Gladys. "The customer at table 5 is sending his plate back again." "Let's see how Mr. Horsefeathers fancies these spuds," said George with a wink.
I have been waiting for a long time to be a big sister. Buddy has been waiting too. We've been waiting so long that I've made 1,000,000 crayon pictures of the new baby. Maybe the baby will be born nearby, or maybe you'll have to take a plane to get the baby. The baby might look like their new family, or they might look different. One thing you can be sure of, adopting a baby takes time, and you will have to wait. It takes time for families to find each other. It takes time for a family to grow. Even after we get a baby, it is still only our maybe baby until a judge says that the baby can stay with our family forever. Finally, the big day comes, and there's a baby for us to adopt. The baby who is just right for us, the one we are just the right family for. We love our baby, and she loves us forever.
Aunt Mary pulled a jar from her bag slowly, like it was a treasure. "Iris, meet Flora," she said. Iris peered deeply into the jar, but saw only goo. "She's my starter," Aunt Mary explained. "To make bread, you need a starter to start the process." "Why did you give your starter a name?" asked Iris. "Because I think of her as a pet," said Aunt Mary. "Flora is full of microbes, creatures so small you can see them only with a microscope. I feed her every day, just like you feed Charlie here." "I want to feed Flora," said Iris. "What does she eat?" "Flour and water," said Aunt Mary. "Sounds delicious, right, Charlie?" Charlie would happily eat flour and water. "When the microbes in Flora eat, they release bubbles," said Aunt Mary. "Those bubbles make bread rise, and the bubbles are why bread is so holy." "Wait a minute, what?" said Iris. "Holy as in bread with lots of little holes," said Aunt Mary. Iris didn't miss a beat. "Whole wheat bread!" "Exactly," said Aunt Mary.